Let me save you months of wasted effort. If you're learning Blender right now, there's a high chance you're grinding skills that won't matter in 2026 and ignoring the ones studios, clients, and AI workflows actually reward. And the scary part? Most tutorials won't tell you this because they're still stuck in 2018. Today, I'll break down exactly what skills matter now, which ones don't, and the one skill nobody talks about that quietly separates pros from everyone else. Stick with me, because the last skill changes how you learn everything. This isn't a Blender Basics video, and it's not anti-skill either. This is about leverage. In 2026, Blender isn't about who can do the most steps. It's about who makes the best decisions with the least friction. So let's start with the uncomfortable truth. Most beginners believe this. If I master every technical detail, success will follow. That used to be true. But in 2026, some skills are massively overvalued. Not useless, just overinvested. Like perfect topology obsession, modeling everything from scratch, memorizing shortcuts instead of outcomes. Here's the uncomfortable part. You don't get hired for effort. You get hired for impact. And in a second, I'll show you which skills quietly replace these. But first, let's talk about what actually matters now. This is the real currency now. Taste is knowing. When something looks off, when it's stopped tweaking, what makes a shot feel cinematic, stylized, or believable? AI can generate. It can't decide. That's your job. AI spits out raw assets fast, but it can't judge if the lighting kills the mood or the timing feels wooden. You pick the winners, refine for the brief, and deliver shots that hook clients. That's your job, and it pays in gigs that last. Build it by curating refs daily and testing in quick Blender loops. AI lacks human gut feel. It might slap harsh shadows on a cozy scene, killing warmth. No mood red. Animations jitter unnaturally. A walk cycle feels robotic without arc flow. You spot these in seconds because taste lives in your eye from years of refs and tests. In 2026, Blender pros win jobs by sharpening judgment and smart habits, not grinding every button. AI handles the grunt work like basic models or textures, so focus on what machines can't touch. Your eye for quality and quick fixes. Forget endless manual tweaks. Real value lies in taste and decisions. Not tools, flows. Good artists think in pipelines. Block, refine, present. Fast iteration over perfection. Reusable setups, not one-off miracles. Studios love artists who don't break momentum. In 2026, Blender pros get hired for skills that speed up team projects and deliver clean results, not flashy button tricks anyone can Google. Studios want thinkers who keep work flowing smoothly, like building quick pipelines instead of perfecting every detail up front. Forget obsessing over rare add-ons or manual tweaks. Focus on habits that scale to real deadlines. Top artists plan steps like a factory line. Rough blocking first, then polish, then share for feedback. They swap slow one-time fixes for smart setups, like geometry nodes that reuse on any model without starting over. This keeps momentum high. Studios pick people who finish fast and hand off organized files, not solo heroes chasing miracles. Blender's power in 2026 hides in repeatable flows, such as blocking with simple cubes, adding modifiers for quick changes, and automating renders. No breaks in rhythm means more output, like turning a vague idea into a ready asset in hours. Artists who think flow first adapt to any studio tool, since clean topology and on-time delivery matter more than software names. Skip endless manual retopology or pixel-by-pixel UVs. Procedural tools and AI handle that. Ditch one-off miracles like custom scripts per project. Reusable node groups win jobs every time. In short, workflow minds ship pro work while tool nerds get stuck tweaking. Most people don't speak 3D. They speak feelings. Your value as a 3D artist is how well you translate those feelings into lighting, camera, materials, scale, motion. Client says, this character feels kind of boring. A beginner panics. A pro translates. What they actually mean could be, lighting is flat, add contrast or rim light. Camera is neutral, lower angle, tighter lens. Materials are too clean, add roughness variation. Pose is static, shift weight, asymmetry. Nothing changed conceptually. You just translated emotion into technique. That's problem translation. Art director says, make this environment feel more dangerous. That's not a blender button. Translation might be narrower paths, camera compression, higher contrast lighting, sharper silhouettes, warmer shadows / colder highlights, slight camera shake or tilt. You're solving a communication gap, not a technical one. Tutorials teach how to use tools. They don't teach why to make choices. Anyone can follow steps. Very few people can interpret intent. Studios pay for the second one. AI can generate options, speed up execution. AI cannot understand vague human taste, negotiate meaning, decide what better feels like. That's why problem translation is future-proof. Study feedback, not tutorials. Watch art breakdowns, studio critiques, before or after comparisons. Pause and ask, what problem were they fixing? Problem translation is the ability to turn make it better into specific visual decisions that solve a real goal. Now you might be thinking, okay, but what about AI? Isn't it replacing all this? Here's the twist. AI didn't remove skill. It changed the entry fee. Let me explain. AI is amazing at speed, cleanup, repetitive tasks, exploration, but it still needs direction, taste, constraints, final judgment. The winners in 2026 aren't anti-AI. They're AI-literate artists. They know what to delegate and what not to. Here's the skill that quietly decides careers. Finish rate. Can you finish projects? Package work clearly? Show progress publicly? Most people learn forever. Very few ship. And finished work beats perfect theory every time. Now here's the real question. If these are the skills that matter, how do you actually practice them without burning out or getting overwhelmed? That's exactly what the next video is about. If you want to build Blender skills that still matter next year, not just feel busy today, hit subscribe. This channel is about modern 3D thinking, not outdated grind culture. See you in the next one.